Hello students, today I will discuss about fin shift. So in my last classes I have discussed about interference of light, the conditions of constructive and destructive interference. Then I have derived the expression for the path difference between two waves meeting at a point on the screen. Then of course the positions of nth bright and dark fringes. Then I derived the expression for fringe width. Now here I will discuss about fringe shift. Actually this is not in your syllabus, but you may get questions from this part. Okay. Now fringe shift means what? You see, in Young double slit experiment, this suppose slit and this suppose screen. Here this is suppose the source and this is the center of the screen. Now here these two act as coherent sources S1 S2. So one will meet at this point, another from S2 meet at this point, and here it produces bright or dark fringe depending on the path difference. Okay, so this is the position Yn. This may be bright or dark depending on the path difference. Now here if I introduce a transparent sheet, say glass slab, then if you introduce a glass slab of thickness T in the path of any one of the interfering beam, then certainly there will be an extra path difference between these two because of this. Because here you see this beam travel in air suppose, but here this beam travel here in this region, this glass, so there is change in the refractive index, and because of this difference in the medium there is an extra path difference. The first, let me find out the extra path difference due to introduction of this glass slab. Once I get the extra path difference, I can easily calculate the fringe shift, means how much of fringe gets shifted with respect to center of the screen. Now what will be the extra path difference due to introduction of the glass plate? Okay, this may be any transparent sheet. Okay, now suppose you consider two beam. Yes, this is point A, this is point B. This suppose A dash, B dash. Now when both are travel through air, then there will be no path difference between these 2 points. You see AB and A dash B dash. There is no path difference, exactly same. Okay. Now you introduce a glass slab here and allow this beam pass through this glass slab, and the thickness of the glass slab, suppose it is T, and its refractive index suppose mu. Okay, now consider here that light travel through air, and here the light allowed to pass through this glass slab of thickness T and refractive index mu. So I want to find, due to the introduction of this glass slab, whether there will be change in path difference or not. Previously there is no path difference, exactly light travels same distance at the same time, because here the velocity of light is same in air, because medium is same. Now here it is a glass slab, and we know that the speed of light is different in different medium. So you consider speed of light in air, suppose it is c, and the speed of light in this glass, it is suppose v, and we know that mu is what? Mu is refractive index, nothing but c by v. Now let us find out the distance traveled by the light through this glass slab. This is the thickness T, and suppose it takes time to travel, this distance is delta T. Delta T is the time taken by the light to travel this distance. So this distance will be what? This T is the distance here. So distance, speed into time. Okay. Now here distance is what? T. This distance, and speed inside the glass, it is v, and time you consider is your delta T. Don't confuse between this T and delta T. This is distance, thickness of the plate, and this delta t is the time. Okay, so from here we calculate the so t will be what? Here you see v is equal to what? From here you calculate v. It is c by mu into delta t. So we calculate time from here. So delta t is equal to what? It is t mu by c. So this is the time taken by the light to travel this distance. Okay, mu t by c. Now let us find out in the same time how much distance the light cover if it pass through the air in this medium. So how much distance it will cover in the same time? So distance here it will be, distance is what? Speed into time. So distance here, speed here it is c, and time already I have calculated, it is t mu by c. So this is mu into t. That means you see inside the glass slab the light travels in time delta t, distance is t, but in air it travels distance equal to what? Mu into t. So that means in the same time the light travels different distance in the different medium. Okay, so in air it travels mu t, but in glass slab it travels only t. So now we got the path difference. So what is the path difference? What is the path difference now? Here it is, it travels mu t, minus inside the glass it travels t. So it is mu minus 1 into t. So this you have to remember. That is, if we introduce a glass slab in any one of the path of any one of the interfering beam, there will be an extra path difference of what? Mu minus 1 into t. What is mu here? Mu is the refractive index. What is t here? T is the thickness of the glass plate. So this you have to remember. Okay, once you got the path difference, you can easily find out the fringe shift. Okay, so this is the path difference due to this introduction of this glass slab. Okay, mu minus 1 into t. So we can say that this point you have to remember, the path difference between two beams of light when a transparent sheet is introduced in the path of any one of the interfering beam. That is delta x is equal to what we got? Mu minus 1 into t. This you have to remember. In fact, this is a not path difference, this is the extra path difference, you can say. The extra path difference, okay? The extra path difference between two beams of light when a transparent sheet is introduced in the path of any one of the interfering beam. This is mu minus 1 into t. Here mu is what? Refractive index. Mu is refractive index and t is what? Thickness. Okay, now in the last class I have given you the expression for the path difference between these two beams without this glass slab. I have derived this expression, yn equal to what? X is equal to path difference yn d by d. Okay, so from here yn is equal to what? It will be your d by d into x. This is suppose equation number 1. So this is the equation of what? Position. This is the yn is what? Position of the beam. The position of what? bright or dark fringes. So now the position of bright or dark fringe is equal to what? D by D into X. X is the path difference between these two beams when no transparent sheet is introduced. So this is the path difference, okay? In the last class I have derived these expressions, if you remember. Okay, so this is the path difference between these two waves when no glass slab, no transparent sheet is introduced. Now when a transparent sheet is introduced, this is the extra path difference. So after placing this glass slab, there will be extra path difference of what? Delta X. So what will be new position? So obviously this position will change because previously path difference was what? X. Now there is extra path difference is what? Delta X. So therefore the new position, there will be shift in the position. It is y and dash, suppose it will be what? D by D X plus delta X. Okay. So previously you see, when there was no glass slab, no transparent sheet, path difference is X and this is the position 1. After introduction of this glass slab, there is an extra path difference of this. I have already derived. So there is the path difference, total path difference will be what? X plus delta X. So because of this extra path difference, there will be change in the position. That means the fringe will not produce here. The same fringe will produce somewhere here. That means there is shift in the fringe. There will be change in the position of the fringe. The same fringe will not form here, it will form somewhere here. So you can easily find out the change in the position, or you can say fringe shift. Okay. Therefore fringe shift means change in position. Okay. So y now, or new position, you can say new position is what? Yn dash minus initial position is yn. So this is the fringe shift in the fringe, shift in positions. Okay. So if we subtract these two, what we got? It is d by d into delta x. So now you put the value of delta x here. It is mu minus 1 into t. So this is the formula. So this is the formula you have to remember. So this is the fringe shift. Okay. Now we know beta fringe shift, fringe width, it is lambda d by d. Already I have derived this in the last class. So from here you find out d by d, it is beta by lambda. You put it here. So y naught will be beta by lambda mu minus 1 into t. So this is the expression for fringe shift. Okay, we have two expressions for fringe shift. One is d by d mu minus 1 into t. One is beta by lambda mu minus 1 into t. What is d here? Small d is what? You know, separation between the two slits. And what is capital D here? Separation between slit and screen. What is small t here? The thickness of the glass plate or the transparent sheet. What is mu here? The refractive index of this transparent sheet. So this is the amount of fringe sheet. So this is the formula in terms of d and d. This is the formula in terms of fringe width, beta. So you have to remember these two expressions. Okay. So you may get questions from this part. It will be directly formula based questions. So here you have to remember the point that if we introduce a glass plate or any transparent sheet in the path of any one of the interfering beam, then there will be change in position, or the whole fringe will get shifted with respect to the center of the screen. But the width of the fringe width will not change. Only the positions will change. Okay. So this point you can note down. So you can say that when a transparent sheet is introduced in the path of any one of the interfering beam, the whole fringe setup gets shifted with respect to the center of the screen, but the fringe width remain unchanged. Okay, so this you have to remember, that is the whole fringe setup gets shifted, position will change but the width of the fringe will not change. So this point you just remember. Okay.